Everyone, I'm Seth, and this is BrundleFly's Rankings and Reviews. And tonight I'm going to be talking about the 2014 movie Wolves, um, which was written and directed by David Hayter, who co-wrote the first Bryan Singer X-Men movie from 2000, as well as Zack Snyder's Watchmen. And this is his werewolf story, and it definitely has a comic book like feel to it. With the story, with the character, with how the character progresses through the story, it definitely has more of a comic book vibe than a horror vibe. Um, but it's still a pretty fun movie that I like. So the movie stars Lucas Till as Caden, who is a popular jock whose perfect life is interrupted by the beast that's lurking within. And on a night where his behavior becomes more erratic and the violence kind of escalates in his life, he wakes up and he finds that his parents have been violently mauled. And they're dead, and the police are outside. And as the police are coming in, Caden decides to flee. He hits the road, and on the road he meets a man named Wild Joe, who is played by John Piper Ferguson. And Wild Joe happens to know what Caden is, and he is also a werewolf. And he points Caden to a town in the east called Lupine Ridge, where other werewolves reside. So Caden goes to Lupine Ridge. His arrival in the town kind of brings to light a almost conspiracy of the past that kind of threatens this truce between this gang of full breeds and half breeds led by a man named Connor, played by Jason Momoa, and this group of other uh, full breeds and half breeds who just want to live peacefully in the town. And that's the long and short of it, without spoiling anything. It's that tale of kid who gets powers, wants to know who he is. There's definitely a lot. You can go to comic books. You can even go to Star Wars in some aspects of it, which I'm not gonna review here, in case you guys want to check this movie out for yourselves if you haven't seen it. Now, this movie is incredibly cheesy. As much as I enjoy it, and as much as I have fun with it, there's a lot of bad with it. Mostly, there's a lot of bad dialogue. Some of the performances can be a little hammy, possibly because of the dialogue. The score at times gets really cheesy. There is one montage sequence with Caden working on this farm, and it's awful. And then there's also the movie has this narration by Caden, and it's very kind of bland and cliche. It's like everything that you've heard in any type of movie, especially like a superhero movie. So there's nothing really special there. But with all that being said, I do have to say that I do like these characters. I like Lucas Till as Caden. Uh, I liked Merritt Patterson as Angel. Um, I liked Stephen McHattie as John Tollerman, and I liked John Piper Ferguson as Wild Joe, and especially Jason Momoa as Connor. I mean, he has a lot of charisma. I mean, even as a villain, I can't help but kind of like the character. He's just, and I think he really kind of makes this movie work. I think if it wasn't for that performance and that sort of charisma that he brings to the role, where he can be, badass but still likable, while doing some terrible things with terrible intentions, he really kind of makes this movie work. Uh, One of the things that I definitely love the most about this movie is the makeup effects and the werewolf designs. Now they were going for more of the Wolfman over like American Werewolf in London or The Howlin'. And I like that, and I think the makeup effects really works on these guys, and they look great. It's I like the practical effects look. I think if they're going to go for more of like the design of the werewolf, sort of like the Howlin' or whatever, they'd probably go with CG for that. But keeping it more of the Wolfman style, they had the practical effects, and I think they look really great. I also like the mythology of this. You know, the way they set up the different bloodlines and the certain rules of half breeds and full breeds, and what they can and cannot do as each. That was really cool. It it like I said, I enjoy this movie a lot. I get a kick out of watching it. I'm a big werewolf guy, and I've seen plenty of worse werewolf movies than this. And I think it's fun, and despite being cheesy in a lot of ways, it has a lot of likable characters. It has characters that you kind of root for, and it's definitely more on the comic book side than it is the horror side, but it is still a fun watch. So if you like werewolf movies, if you like superhero movies, it's you know it's worth a watch. So that's what I think about that. Wolves from 2014. It came out the same year as Wolf Cop and Late Phases. I would say Late Phases is definitely superior. Um, I don't know about Wolf Cop. I love Wolf Cop, but I think Wolves is a little bit better as a movie as a whole. So yeah, yeah, I would check it out if you like it. I mean, that's a, you know it's cool. I like what they did here. So it does kind of set up for a sequel that'll probably never happen. I don't think this movie did as well as they wanted. But anyway, so because I'm rambling, I'm just gonna cut this short. Wolves is good. I like it. Um, my taste. I don't know. I might change the name of this channel to Questionable Taste because I'm pretty sure that the way I think and view movies, I'm sure there's a lot of people that say, "What the fuck? What the fuck is this guy thinking?" Um, and I don't blame them. I do have a strange taste. I like all the Howlin' sequels. Um, so take that as you will. Anyway, I'm Seth. This is BrundleFly's Rankings and Reviews. If you like this video by some chance, hit the thumbs up button. If you like what we're doing on the channel, hit subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. If you don't like this, that's cool. Whatever. But anyway, have a good night.